Premier.
Yes, people, welcome back to Let's Talk Premier League. We're here for match reaction of Chelsea versus Fulham. It's finished Chelsea 2, Fulham 0, or shall I say Kai Havertz 2, Fulham 0. But I'm joined by Andrew, Charles, and Slen. How are we all doing?
I'm fabulous. I mean,
I'm
looking forward to acknowledging that Tammy Abraham didn't turn up on the pitch again.
Yeah, I sent him a postcard, but he just it was in the goal of the of one of your ends, and he just didn't get it. He's a heap of shit. I'm just gonna be brutal and just say it as it is.
He's so shit, literally the shittest. Like, he came on, and I forgot he was on the pitch. Didn't realize he was on the pitch. He made no effort. I thought he was playing for Fulham. I genuinely thought he was playing for Fulham. As for Havertz, and I've said this for so many times, I said this even before the game, Havertz needs to be starting. And there's a reason for that. Is that Werner on the wing works because he's not a striker. Werner isn't a striker. He works better on the wing. He's good at assists. He's good at making those runs. He's good at making those little passes. His pace is great on the wing. As a striker, Havertz is showing that this is a better solution. And I think when you put Pulisic in there and you have Jorginho back in the mix with Kante, I think this might blow my mind. But today, the first goal was absolutely beautiful. I know there was an offside one where Havertz just tapped it in with the side of his foot that I was just like, oh, beautiful. I mean, gutted it was offside, but it is what it is. Both his goals were really good. I expected that. Like I said, when Havertz come on, we score. And we actually do. We're given those. Werner was creating those chances. He got an assist. That's his 24th assist. And Havertz was able to get it in the back of the net. And that's not me being horrible, but Werner works better on the wing. And that's proven. This match has proven that. Billy Gilmour absolutely impressed me. I know he was chucked in the deep end, but I think he handled it really well, and I think he grew into the game, to be honest. I really do. Thiago Silva was good as well. Zuma was a little bit sloppy at certain points in the game, but I kind of ignored that. It's just Zuma. We expect that. Mason Mount, I think it was just too much for Mason Mount, to be honest. I get the reasoning for obviously resting Kante and Jorginho. They need it. Jorginho looked so jet lagged and exhausted in the last game, in the Real Madrid game. So I get the resting. But for me, Havertz did an absolute phenomenal job. Overall, it was good. There were some down bits in the game, which I kind of expect. But, Havertz was great. Werner was great on the wing. Ziyech was a bit... I didn't even realise Alonso had come on. That's how, uninterested I was in Alonso. As for Abraham, dude, the man should be benched for life. Do you know what? I think he was auditioning for Fulham, so Fulham can take him down to championship level with him. But let me tell you now, he either needs to go to Brighton or Fulham. But I genuinely thought that Abraham was playing for Fulham because he didn't look like a Chelsea player. He was giving the ball away so easily and making mistakes that shouldn't have been made. For me, Abraham's performance was absolutely diabolical. As per usual, nothing really. It wasn't his best game. The problem is that Tuchel's giving him minutes and he's not making anything of it, which is awful because you're being given this opportunity to play minutes and you're not doing anything. But I was really impressed with how Mount and Gilmour actually handled being the two centre midfielders. I was pleased with the kind of outcome. I know I wasn't the best thing, but it wasn't the worst. And Chilwell with the pre-assist in the first goal, that was beautiful. Chilwell's kind of growing into his own, to be honest. I'm not saying he's the best player in the world, guys. I'm just saying that he's growing into it. But yeah, I was really happy with the performance.
Yeah.
Gilmore impressed me. Havertz impressed me. Werner impressed me on the wing. So let's make Havertz on the wing, please.
Yeah, no, I hear that. Andrew, what did you make of the game? And now you're in the spotlight. I'm trying out something different. So
Yeah.
if it don't work very well, then I don't apologise for fuck all because I'm having a San Miguel.
Yes, Niall.
Yeah, I thought first half Fulham actually pressed us a lot more than what West Ham did the previous week. Thought the pivot of Gilmore and Ziyech, because it was a pivot of Gilmore and Ziyech, not Gilmore and Mount, were overrun for a bit. Beautiful first goal, touch from Mount, never took us after ball, and then the placement of the through ball for Havertz didn't have to change his stride. He just had to finish. Was brilliant. But once again, a Mason Mount. I mean, that's why I put Mount over. If that was Foden, everyone's going to be gassing up Foden for next week.
If that was Foden, there would be jizz all over the walls.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Even like from Chelsea fans, they'd be like that. But Mount again, stellar performance once again. It took a couple of knocks and bumps, and that's how important it is to be in this team now that I'm going, no, take him off now, please, just take him off. Do you know what I mean? It's like, no, please, I can't afford him to be injured. Second half was far more comfortable. Although saying that, Mendy did produce a very good save at the end of the first half. He was going one way and he was on his knees. He had to go the other way, so he produced one. Great through ball by Werner in the second one. Great finish. Two great finishes from Havertz as well, I have to admit. But yeah, I thought it was comfortable. The Tammy thing is a Tammy thing. I don't want to concentrate much on that because it's like West Ham. I swear he only brought him on because he knew we'd won the game. You know what I mean? It's like I'm going to bring him on. I don't need to bring on Pulisic. I don't need to bring on anyone else like Jorginho or anything like this. I can save them now. They've been rested. But yeah, I thought a very comfortable, and that's what I wanted. Said yesterday, very comfortable victory, 2-0, another clean sheet, 6-point gap now between us and West Ham, and they've got to go to Burnley on Monday, and now we can concentrate fully on Wednesday. I know you brought Kante on, but we've rested. We've done the job. He's done his job. That's what he needs to do. Very comfortable. So I was very pleased. Very, very good day.
I hear that. Slen, you're in the spotlight now. What do you make of it? I mean, obviously Gilmore got to play, so you must have had an instant erection when you saw that.
Yeah, I was so happy. So, as I keep saying, I love looking at a game in terms of halves. So the first time, Fulham pressed us and forced us to play long, and that's where we got our first goal. They were causing us problems, and we ended up giving the ball in our own box in the first few minutes. But it didn't take us long to find a solution to that. Mount joined Werner and Kai in the attacking third. Ziyech dropped deeper near Billy Gilmore, where he tried to pick up those runs of the attacking three with that through ball of his. But again, we couldn't finish those chances when they came along, and we should have been like 3-0 by halftime. And Mendy, oh God, Mendy saved us in the 45th minute. Olaina decides to shoot, and Mendy was wrong-footed, but he somehow managed to make a save, and Chilwell cleans it up. And halftime we went 1-0 up. And yeah, that was all thanks to Mendy. In the second half, there wasn't nothing really. Chelsea, we came out of the blocks early on. We got the goal on the 49th minute with that assist from Timo Werner. Very well, a very timed pass, a very good pass. Like he timed it really perfectly. And a good finish from Kai Havertz. A nice 1-2 from those two Germans, and I loved it. From there, we didn't have a lot of chances. Okay, we created chances, but we couldn't finish them. And when Ziyech came off, the game somehow it just died. And when Tammy came on the 75th minute, that's when now everything that we were doing attacking wise died, and We were not doing anything. The whole game, we never went to the second gear, but somehow we managed to win. 2-0 is not bad. We go to Real Madrid. The next 3 games in the Premier League are crucial. Man City, Arsenal, Leicester.
We'll get into your run because you haven't got the easiest run of all time. But I've got to go run downstairs. So Charlotte Andrew is basically in charge now.
Cool.
I'm gonna move real Chris into the spotlight. Once my thing starts working. Chris, what did you make of the thing? And I won't be long.
What I thought about the game, to me, it was a good performance. Like, we got what we needed. What we needed was 3 points. I find that our front three was good. Like, to me, Werner did have a good game. He could have got 2 assists maybe in that game. His movement was good, and even when at the end where he got fouled, he was looking up, he's looking around and running with the ball. What people have been complaining about, so at least he did that. And like Kai Havertz, false 9, I think he is a good position there. Maybe we move on the Madrid game at false 9 with Kai Havertz again, and Pulisic with him as well, maybe. But Ziyech as well. Like, I thought Ziyech had a good game. He was making good through balls and everything. The only thing you could have maybe done is scored that chance, but I thought it was a decent save to keep anyway.
Yeah,
so,
that was right. Yeah, you're right, Real Chris. I mean, it was a very easy game. Second half, I thought they were better the first half. But I mean, guys, it was like he got away with it, and then he got it could have been when you say you're playing Billy Gilmour and Hakim Ziyech in a double pivot in the Premier League, you know what? I got away with it very much so. But yeah, Billy Gilmour stepped up. I don't think he'll play any. I think that's his last game of the season, Billy Gilmour.
Yeah.
Until we are mathematically secure in top 4.
Unless
he's not playing the next 4 games.
I can see him playing in maybe the Aston Villa game, the final game of the season.
The last game. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, I can see him playing in that, but I agree with Andrew. Like, I don't think he's going to be playing. We need to be assessing our risk. But I mean,
Les Kovacic is out for.
But again, I also don't see Tammy Abraham playing for the rest of the season.
Oh no.
But if you look at it, hold on. If you look at this for a second, I want to state a fact here before everybody comes at me, because I can see the comments be like, Tammy had 7 touches. Cool story. So why didn't Werner pass to Tammy Abraham? No one passes to Werner, but Werner, the man that can't get it in the ball at the back of the net, wouldn't pass to Abraham. That's because Abraham's that bad. Get it in your head. Sorry, not going to be vocal here, but
I'm going to go through some of the comments anyway. By the way, my Fire Stick is here. My Amazon delivery finally arrived. I'm a little bit.
Did you punch him in the face?
Yes. So Luke's saying Money Mace is an unreal footballer. I don't think you can argue with that at all. Ross saying Leicester better watch their backs. Tammy had 7 touches. What do you want him to do with 7 touches? Ross, if you want me to be honest, I expect 7 goals, him to be fighting rainbows and to be giving me £1 million. So unless I get all of that, I'm going to be deeply upset, buddy. And that's the truth. Luke saying Abraham is your top goal scorer in all competitions. Have some respect. No. I respect absolutely nobody. I respect nobody. I do respect San Miguel though. San Miguel.
Yeah.
It goes down the throat very nicely. Real quick, you're in the stream anyway, so I don't know why I'm reading out your comment. Russ saying Tammy had 7 touches, 2 clearances, so he had 5 touches. Well, what do you want him to do with 5 touches? He can't do anything if he's not getting. There's a reason he's not. There's a reason he's not being given the ball. You're going to come at me and be like, oh, he had a great game, but there's a reason he's not being given the ball. There is a reason. There's a reason. Abraham's fault he didn't
there's a reason. There's a reason Abraham's not getting the ball past him. Why can't everyone get that in our heads? Is that he's not very good.
Slen, you want to... I don't know if you're going to try and argue with Shah, which I think would be dumb on the best of occasions.
Today I think it'd be really dumb.
Yeah, I believe you want to jump in. So why is my thing not working?
You're frozen.
No. Yeah, you're frozen.
Yeah, I am.
Someone click this quick. Where's Dom?
Yeah, it's like froze that perfect frame.
1 minute.
Yeah, if you have
I'll
to
come back.
go,
All right.
take a camera off.
What do you want to
off
say, Sven?
I think we did not do anything attacking wise in the last 15 minutes.
Right.
And Tammy actually did a better job defensively. He cleared a few corners for us. Yeah. And actually his first touch was a header. He won a header against Mitrovic, which he considered a corner. Yeah. So I think he did a better job defensively, but of course, he needed to do better in his hold-up play. He had a few long balls that he never really held up to, and really never tried to find Timo Werner or any of the other attackers. So I think he did better defensively, but we weren't that good going forward because we were okay. In the first 75 minutes, we were fluid. Like our attack was fluid, and our players were playing from different positions, and that's why we were that good attacking wise. When he came on, we weren't doing that, and I think that's why he looked that bad. Although he should be doing better.
No, he just is that bad. There's no making someone look bad. He just is that bad. I don't really know what people want. Like, he's not suited for Chelsea. Like, I've given up on the player. Like, he's not a Chelsea standard.
I just listen. I don't want to listen. I don't want to get run down on focusing on Tammy Abraham on his performance because he came in the last 15 minutes. He did. You're right. A couple of defensively, he did great defensively. You know, a couple of balls like that. He held up. He didn't hold up the ball. He got out muscled a bit. But I really don't want to focus on Tammy Abraham because it's not about him. He's not as if he started. Then we've got to roast it. You know, we won 2-0. If someone's coming on right now, we're thinking like they might have dropped in and not know what the scoreline is. I think we lost and we're blaming Tammy Abraham or something like that. It's
yeah,
like,
no,
I
do hear you. I want to talk some positivity.
Yeah.
I swear I'm frozen it. But you know what?
No, you're frozen again.
I know.
It's all right.
I'm
just. Still hear you. We can still hear you.
It's okay. We can still hear you. Let's talk positivity.
I'm moving back to the old way. Fuck this new way. I fucking hate it.
Do you think it's that?
No, I think that might actually. Oh, for fuck's sake, you stupid prick. Right, not you, Andrew. I love you. You're brilliant.
Cool.
No, that's how I was addressing Tammy Abraham. But I want to talk positivity. Kai Havertz. Now, this is going to sound bad, but is he a better striker than Timo Werner?
Yeah, at the moment, yeah. He plays the ball, but he holds up the ball better. He finishes better. I actually think Werner likes Havertz playing up there with him.
Yeah.
Allows Werner to be more creative himself. You know, Werner, you know, Werner didn't miss a gilt-edged chance today. You know what I mean? Where I can go. He should have scored. He had a couple of chances. He actually he should have had 2 assists today because Ziyech should have smashed that ball in the first half, but he side passed it. But I thought Werner played pretty well. Havertz finishing. I mean, Havertz finishing great, but the actual passes to him were brilliant. Even Werner's one as well, just the simplest of balls through, but the actual timing of it meant that he didn't have to stop and start or wait for the ball. He could just run onto it and just slot it in. Great finishing, and it's what we've been saying. You know, it's what we've been saying for most of these summer signings, especially Kai. He needs time. You know, he's had a new country, 21-year-old, big money, COVID, not being managed well, but now he is. And he is responding very well. It's like with Pulisic, Havertz now coming on form is like another weapon that's just popped up in late March, April on the business end of the season that we can just rotate and Niall's good again. But yeah, I mean, Charlotte, tell me about Havertz.
Yeah, I was. You know what? I've been so impressed with Havertz, and I keep telling you this. I keep telling you this all the time. I want Havertz to play because he brings so much to this team.
Yeah.
He really does. Like, if he's not getting the goal, he's assisting that goal.
Yeah.
Which I like to see. And I feel like he is more comfortable as our striker and Werner is more comfortable assisting him out on the wing. And they work quite well together as a winger and a striker.
Yeah.
I have seen Havertz on the wing and Werner as striker, and it just didn't feel right. But as Havertz as a striker, and Werner got the assist for the first goal, which was really nice to see. Was it the first or the second goal?
Second, it was second. Man got the first.
Yeah.
Assist. Yeah,
but it's really, really nice to see that like they're working well together. The communication's working well.
Yeah.
The possession's well. The passing wasn't sloppy between them, to be honest. It was quite straight there, and Havertz was giving the signals. Werner was following instruction, and it worked really well. I'm enjoying it. Havertz has really. It must have been since March, end of March, beginning of April. Havertz has become like a different human being. On the pitch, he's really decided to turn up, and I'm enjoying watching him play. I really am, and I feel like the only way we can go is upwards with him. And I would quite like to see Werner on the wing and Havertz as striker more often, because I feel like it works. I'd like to see Havertz in the striker, Pulisic on the wing, Mount on the wing, not Mount, more Werner on the wing. I think it'd be really good to see. I would like to see with Pulisic as well what the combination is like, because then he has two people to get that assist from.
Yeah. So then, what did you think of Havertz's performance?
I think it's unfair to compare Havertz to Werner because they are two different players who do different things on the ball. Timo Werner has become actually not Timo. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah. No, so you're not comparing them. It's not
I wasn't comparing them at all.
Play together, yeah.
I was just stating how they play together.
Can I just say that now Havertz fits your system up front better than Werner?
Thank you. That's what I just literally said. I said if Werner was a striker and Havertz on the wing, it didn't work as well as Havertz as striker and Werner on the wing. It works really well. Yeah,
no, I agree. I came in, didn't I? And I said Havertz is a better striker than Werner right now, because you know what, Havertz has got better composure. Havertz is more composed when he's up front, when he's one-on-one with the keeper, when he's got to take that chance. He's more composed again in the net. But Slen, what were you saying? I've had more technical issues than you care to imagine. So I've basically missed half of what's going on. But a big up to Andrew and Shell for carrying the stream.
It's just Havertz, mate. What do you think?
Okay, so I was saying, Havertz had a very, very, very good game today. He linked up very well with Timo Werner, and I love to see my attackers being fluid. I don't want where you say like a certain player is tagged to this position, like Timo Werner is playing as a number 9 and it's 9 and it's fixed. I want to see a fluid front 3 or front 4. I don't want to be like, I don't want that where we have like this is the striker, this is the one who is coming from the right, the other one is making runs from the left. I want to see a fluid front 4. Like today we couldn't.
You ain't got the players for a fluid front 3 at the moment. No way.
That's what happened today. Like we can't say Timo Werner was the number 9. We can't say Havertz was the number 9. We can't say Mount played number 9. They were fluid.
You can definitely say Havertz definitely spent the majority of the time up front in a false 9 position.
I think you watched the other game. Because I saw a fluid front 4, and that's what we did against Crystal Palace.
Well, I mean, you rate Tammy Abraham, so I don't know what Chelsea games you've been watching this year.
Okay, I do like him. I don't want him to start, but I like him. I just didn't want us to sell him right away and just give up on him like that. So yeah, I was saying I love to see a fluid front 4. Like I want to see those players moving around, and my neighbors are back at it again, so I'll have to mute.
What other attacker are you adding into your front 3? You want a fluid front 4?
Do you mean like in a 4-2-3-1 sort of thing?
No, I'm saying in terms of in-game movements, like what we were doing today. You would see when drifting to the left, Kai coming to the central, Mount going to the like. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
like that fluidity is what I want to see.
I don't think anyone should ever be having a fluid central midfield. if I'm a manager and I'm seeing a fluid central midfield, I'm loving that.
I think he meant that when it was weird because when ZX was dropping deeper than Mount. But then when he got the ball, it was that ZX would run forward with Mount, Werner and
I must admit,
Kai.
Mount isn't quite settled in that double pivot role yet.
I don't want him in that double pivot role.
I do.
I have to
in a
agree with
year's
Andrew
time.
there.
No, I think when you get a DM who's younger, like if you can get a younger Kante, right, and then Mount can play alongside him, but then Mount can supplement the attack because you've got a younger Kante. Right now, you've got an aging Kante. Now, that's no disrespect to Kante. He's still a phenomenal player, and I still love the guy. He's mate smiles more times than you care to imagine. Like, he is just Mr. Smiley. Absolutely. His energy in training must be absolutely infectious. Like, you could probably slap him across the face with a fish and he'd still smile. He would probably still be beaming with a grin. So I really do like Kante. But I do think Mount, as he gets a bit older, could do that double pivot role sort of quite nicely.
Yeah. I mean, sorry, Charlie, you go.
No, I understand that completely. I just think that we kind of, for this season, need to keep him what he's been best at doing.
I wouldn't change it now.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it.
I feel like for this season we just need to keep not what we know, but what we know with Mount and where he plays best at, and keep that at that, because Mount has been our most consistent player of the whole season. He hasn't been inconsistent. Yes, he had down moments.
He's only playing because of Lampard. Like,
no, I get that, but this is like, but then we can have this conversation. If we didn't have the transfer ban, we wouldn't have Lampard and we wouldn't have Abraham and Mount. Let's be realistic. We wouldn't know who Tammy Abraham or Mason Mount were. Well, I mean, Mason Mount probably, Tammy Abraham not so much, but we wouldn't know who they were because the transfer ban is the only reason we do. Let's be realistic here. Am I glad Mason Mount is part of our team? Absolutely. Don't regret that one little bit.
Mason Mount, he's got a claim for player of the season, right? Well, for you lot anyway.
I think so, yes. I'm not even disagreeing with that. Like, he's been our most consistent player. If you're going to be our most consistent player, then you deserve player of the season.
What about you, Andrew?
Because consistently, he's been the best.
He'll get player of the season for us for sure. Closely followed by Edouard Mendy. Mount deserves it. Mount deserves player of the season. He's consistent. He stepped up to the challenge when people said he wouldn't play that much under Tuchel. Wouldn't get those minutes under Tuchel. He's played in multiple positions. He himself has been robbed of so many assists this season.
We'd be looking at Lampard was there, and the team was in really bad form, wasn't he? It was Mount that was stepping up. It was Mount that was driving your team forward.
Yes,
obviously because he's Lampard's son, that he sort of, I don't know, felt obliged to help his dad out or something. I mean, I'm just chucking out the things that even Chelsea fans were saying about their own player. It's like, you're disgraceful.
Yeah, they are. Some of the, I mean, I've not gone overboard of some. There's different ranges. They either disrespect Mount or they overrate him. I'm sort of I'm not overrating him. I'm rating him. He's doing very, very well, and we should, as Chelsea fan base, we should all be gassed and pleased about that. I don't get the self-hatred of our own players. It doesn't make sense. It's like,
as an outsider looking in, I look at Mount and I'm like, he's a phenomenal player.
He is.
He's brilliant. Big up to Chris. Have to say, Mount surely starter for England in the Euros.
He will. He'll start.
He will be.
He'll start.
Obviously, he's also Gareth Southgate's son as well, isn't he?
Yeah.
So, maybe. When do you reckon they're going to chuck out that he's Thomas Tuchel's son?
Wow. Exactly. I mean, how many? Yeah, exactly. I mean, my God, how many dads does one play? What's one? You know what I mean? It's like everyone's
Literally.
his dad.
He's had more dads than everyone has in a lifetime.
He's
Do you think though? Do you think Tuchel coming in and Mount stepping up to the plate and Tuchel rating him now? Do you think that that's really helped Mason Mount sort of quell a lot of the haters, because it's not just Lampard, it's not just Southgate, it's now Thomas Tuchel, a manager that everyone respects and admires.
Yeah.
Do you think that him coming in and Mount still being that focal point has really helped him?
Yes. It does. I think it does. I think it helped. You know, it helped Lampard when Mourinho came in, stuff like that, and other managers like Ancelotti. So it's the same for Mount. If people rate your manager, which even rival fans say they do rate Thomas Tuchel, then probably rival fans rate Mason Mount in some parts of our own fan base, which is mad. But yeah, I think it helps, and he is. Listen, he's phenomenal, man. He is phenomenal. He's 22. I think he can get better. I really do. I think he can get better if he starts scoring more goals. Because, like I say, he should be on about 15 assists this season already. He should be on in the league alone if our strikers actually scored. But if he adds goals, if he starts getting 10 to 12 league goals, 8 to 12 league goals per season, that's going to be absolutely phenomenal. He's there. He's played nearly in every part of the midfield, defensive and up front. I think part of the games, he's played like a false 9 for about 30 minutes. But yeah, he's sensational, and it's great to see. It's what take your hate. I'm done with the Mount debate. Mount debate's over.
Yeah.
It's done. I'm never ever debating Mason Mount again. I can criticise him if he plays poorly, and that's my right to do so. I'm not having this Mount is rubbish, Mount is crap thing because you like another player in the team. I'm not having it. It's done. It's over.
Yeah, I have to agree. Like, ever since Tuchel, he was consistent during Lampard, but when Tuchel came in, another level came in. Obviously, Tuchel has that experience, that tactics, and he was able to bring Mount to that other level for him to continually be consistent for the rest of the season. No, I'm not saying he wasn't good under Lampard. He was good, but Lampard didn't have the managerial experience. And when Tuchel came in, there was bits of information Tuchel could give him that was like advice, tactics, just switching up little bits. That obviously took him to that other level. And I really enjoyed watching Mason Mount play under Tuchel. I feel like he gets better every single game. He learns. It's like he doesn't do something, know it's wrong, and then not learn. He learns, and he just becomes better. And I'm really enjoying watching Mount become the player he is. I really am. I think the Mount hate needs to stop though, because he has been our most consistent player, and it's frustrating when you see Mount get slander when he has actually been our most consistent player.
Yeah. No, for me, as an outsider looking in, I watch Chelsea mainly to watch Mason Mount, because Mason Mount is just that good. I watch United mainly for Greenwood. I watch Chelsea mainly for Mount because he just makes you tick. When Mount is having a good game, you're all having a good game.
Yeah.
And it's ironic that the games you play well in are the games Mason Mount is in the team, and that doesn't go unnoticed. But Slem, what do you make of Mason Mount and this hate that really has to stop?
I've been a Mason Mount fan since he was at Derby County, and today I'll just echo Tuchel's words. He said he's everything you need in a midfielder. He has the talent, physicality, his character, ability on the ball. He learns every day. He recovers very fast. He's very physical. I adore this kid. I just love him, and I would smack someone on the face on trying to hate on Mason. I love Mason, and yeah, so that you all know how highly I rate this kid. Even when he was being trolled online, I was with him every step of the way. The same way I'm with Trimo Werner right now. So yeah, he's a top talent.
Yeah, no, I do hear that. I want to talk Billy Gilmore now. I can't remember if we have. I've had more internet issues than you care to imagine. But I want to talk Billy Gilmore. How good was he in your midfield today?
I think the first 35 minutes, I think on midfield got overrun a bit. Fulham certainly had the better of the ball. They had better possession than us and in midfield. I think second half was more comfortable for the Chelsea team as a whole, including Billy Gilmore. It's his first game since an FA Cup game, I think. So yeah, he did good. He did good. It wasn't. I'm not going to overinflate the performance whatsoever. It was comfortable in the second half. He wasn't troubled a lot. Did his job, and we like the rest of the Chelsea team. We settled and we didn't. He didn't have to exert himself like we didn't have to exert ourselves. I will say to Chelsea fans right now who do love Gilmore, you won't see him again unless we have either an injury or suspension crisis, or we are mathematically assured of top 4. You won't see him again till then. Okay, because there's no way he's playing. No, I'm telling you right now, if everyone's fit and not suspended, he's not playing these next 4 games that we have. He's not playing them whatsoever.
No way.
He'll be on the bench, but he's not playing. I mean, I say that if we're comfortable in these games, he might come on, but no way he's starting any of these next 4 games popping up. No, not one whatsoever.
And he shouldn't.
He shouldn't either. You're absolutely correct. He shouldn't either.
Because it would be dangerous to do that. A comment here from Chris. Just had to turn commentary off in Everton Villa game as Steve McManaman is commentary stating the obvious and talking about this. Better off not listening to you lot on this show. Absolutely, Chris.
The worst commentators, BT, Jermaine Jennings and Steve McManaman. Jesus Christ. And Michael Owen. Good God.
Oh, they're not the greatest. That is a fact. But before we wrap up, I just want to get everyone's man of match before obviously we do wrap up. Who's your man of match, Andrew?
I'll give it to Kai Havertz for the 2 goals and some of his play as well. Very good finishes as well, and he is coming into great form. Or he's had great form since Tuchel started playing him a bit more. So Kai Havertz for me, he gets it just because I thought there was a couple, but yeah, Kai Havertz.
That's a fair one. And Slem, what about you, mate?
Before I give you my man of the match, I want to have a point on Billy, and say early on in the match he was being marshaled by 3 Fulham players, and he had no space to operate. He did give the ball away a couple of times early in the game, but he grew into the game. He was moving from side to side, trying to receive the ball, and yeah, he was okay. On my man of the match, I'll give it to Kai. And Mendy was this close to getting my man of the match today, but I'll give it to Kai for that brace, and he was excellent. He was very good today. Yeah,
no, I agree with that. I think that is Charles back in the building.
Sorry, my Wi-Fi decided to cut out.
It's okay. We've all had technical issues now. We'd love to see it. But we were just talking about man of the match. So who is your man of the match?
Havertz.
Kai Havertz, yeah?
Yeah.
Or shall I call him Mason Havertz? Because he's a mixture of both. I personally love to see it. I think it has been excellent what we've seen. But we're wrapping it up there. Chris saying doing Premier League score predictions this weekend. Got Leicester score right, got the City score right, got Chelsea score right. Brighton let me down. I put 1-1. That's it. The soccer. That is a bit of the soccer. But we are going to be here at 9 p.m. for the huge preview, which only I think possibly 2 Liverpool fans might show up. 2 of them
amazing. I can't wait.
Two of them are watching the boxing. So all I'm gonna say is I'm guaranteed to get Mason Greenwood in now. They're not even gonna be able to fight it. I don't know if Liverpool fans. I don't know if a Liverpool player is even going to get in now, but we're going to wrap it up there. A big thanks to everyone that has been watching. As I said, we're back in 45 minutes with that massive preview for the huge game tomorrow. Will Jurgen Klopp bottle it again? Most probably, it's Jurgen Klopp. He's not a very good manager. That's all I'm going to say. He is what he is. Stan just talking about FPL. We're going to be here for the Liverpool show. Not the Liverpool show. The preview at 9 p.m. Then tomorrow we've got F1 the race, which is that is going to be a good one. That is not one you want to miss. And then what else have we got tomorrow? Hall of Fame. We'll also obviously have match reaction of the United game versus Liverpool, and then the Hall of Fame. Who will make it in? We will find that out. But until then, thanks for watching, and we'll see you at 9 p.m. Take care, guys.